now we are going to create a method. So say for example, I want to increment any value, or maybe I want to write any piece of functionality which I want to utilize it again and again. So in that case, I cannot just keep on writing the same piece of code again and again. It will cause code redundancy and code duplication. So in order to avoid that, I will write some method and function which I will be calling this in this main method, and I will be utilizing that function to do my piece of functionality. So I will just remove these things, and after removing it, I will just take any random variable, maybe say for example int increment, int increase, and that increase is equal to some value which maybe say for example 100, and I will close this. Now what I want to do, I want to create one method or function. So I will just use public, and I will use as a static type. So as we can see, I have already created one method, and I will define the scope of this method. And here what I will do, I will just use this variable increase, and this increase what it will do, it will just increase, sorry, I will just use yeah, I will just use this increase, and this increase what it will do, it will keep on incrementing plus 5 every time I am calling this function anywhere. So as we can see, we can use int increase. So now there is one problem here. We can see that the local variable in increase use of assigned unassigned local variable. So what is happening, like this the scope of this variable, it is not able to get it from here. And in order to make its scope at a class level, what I need to do, I need to define it at a class level or global level. So here what I will do, I will just go here, and I will create a global variable, and that global variable will be something like this: public static void int increase. So now this should solve our problem once I remove this. So now as we can see, this is the whole function. Now say for example, I just want to print anything, and for that I will do console dot write line, and I will just open it with a dollar sign, and with that dollar sign I will just enter any string, say for example increment the variable, and I will just call that variable which I am incrementing. So this is the variable which I want to use, and I will just close this. So if I go and I run this, let's see what output we are getting. So see, we are still getting hello world, which is getting called from here, but I want to increment this. Now I have created this, the entry point for the main method is from here, and it is going till here also. But since this function, this method, it is not getting called in this main method, we cannot print, or we cannot see what exactly we are doing. So for that, what we will do, we will just create the instance of this method or instance of this function here. And for creating the instance, what I will do, I will just use this method increment, and I will call it here. So as we have created the instance of this method in this main entry point in this main method, Now if we run it, then let us see what is going to happen. So what we can see, sorry, let me run it again. So here we can see the value has been incremented. So say for example, if I never wrote this code and I need to increment it again, I need to write it again and again, and I there would have been a code duplication, so this would have impacted my code optimization. Say for example, I want to increase this number to 10. I will just go here and I need to change it at one place, and I will just write it here, and once I run it, it will change to 110. So this main method and this function, we are creating it and then we are calling it in the main method in order to do our work, and we don't need to write the whole code in the main method. So this is the concept of method. So I just want to add the comment so that it is clear for everyone that what I'm exactly doing here. I'm just creating a global increment variable here, and after that this is the main method of the program, or entry point. So this is the function method we are calling in main. So I hope you are able to get clear idea how we are creating method and how we are calling it in the main method of the C sharp class. We have just written a function, and that function we are calling it here. But what if I want to change this value dynamically? So in order to change the value dynamically, what I need to do, I need to pass it as an argument, so that maybe if I want to increase the goal from 10 to 5, or maybe from 10 to 30, I can do it dynamically, but it just not go inside the code and give the value as a static value. So for that I need to create one more method, and that method will be something like this: public static pub static void, maybe show increment, and I will just close it. Now what I will do, I will open the scope of this, and instead of writing this here, I will just write it here. So in this case what we are doing, I will just remove this, and in this case what we are doing, we are just encapsulating all the data, and we are using it as a separate method to use this. Now if I will run this, we are not going to get any value. So let's see what we are getting right now. So we are still getting hello world, because this method we haven't called it in the main function. So once I go here and I call this in the main function here, so what it will do, it will just print the value, it will run this, and then from here it will go down. Once this is run, it will go down and it will print the value from here. So once I run this again, so what is happening, it has incremented the variable till 1 and 10. So now what I want to do, I want to change this, and I want to add some argument into this, so that I don't need to write this here. So in that case what I will do, I will just use some variable like int uh, change increment, and that increment I will just use something like this, and instead of this variable, what I will do, I will just use this change increment here. And now, since we are taking the dynamic value here, as we can see there is some issue coming here. This in I will show why it is coming. So this is showing that there is no argument given the corresponding to the required formal parameter. So this is the parameter that we added here, and this parameter is calling this line of code, and which is incrementing the increment. So this increase is coming here, and this is asking for a parameter change increment. But now, since I'm calling it here, I haven't input any value here. What I will do, I will just add a parameter, maybe 10. So as we can see now, the error is gone and the red line is gone. And if I try running this again, so start without debugging, so we can see this increment is done, this is added, and it is working fine. So now, what is the use of this thing? The basically, what is happening if I want to again add any other increment, or maybe I want to add any other value here. In that case, what I will do, I will just use this increment, and this, say for example, I want to increment not 10 but maybe 20 this time. So I will just add 20, and let's run it and see what is coming here. So as you can see, this value, it is now 130. So this is picking up from here, and this value is now, instead of this in 110, it is coming at 130. So likewise, it help us to increase the code refactoring, and we don't need to write the whole piece of code again and again. If I want to call this function in this method, I can also do that. So what will happen if I will just copy this, and I will see if this method is getting called here or not. So I will just run it, and for running I will just do it without debugging. So there should be two lines of code here. So one, it is coming from here, which is this main method, and second, it is coming from here, which I have called it here in this main method. So it will print twice. And now, say for example, I want to increment the value or decrement the value, maybe there is some negative value also, and I'm just giving it like minus 10. So it will now again call it from here, this, and this thing, and it will print the whole thing again. So now if we run it again, so now it has decremented it. And so you see, like, I don't need to write this whole piece of code again. I just need to call this method, and I need to pass the argument, and this argument will take care, and I just can just keep on incrementing or decrementing the value. So we will see it later how we can use this code to encapsulate our methods and functions, so that we are not writing the code again and again.